Wisdom made him great. Have you remembered the story of Joseph? When Joseph was taken into the house of Potiphar, so that he had a dream. The dream was good. For my friends, he saw a dream of a problem. Who provided the solution? There's going to be 7 years of famine and 7 years of abundance. O king, this is what the Lord said. Appoint wise people, someone that can be able to manage this. Give us a wisdom on how to be able to save food for 7 years, so that in the days where there will be no more food, we can bring from the banks we have to feed from it. The king said, oh Joseph, there is no anyone that is as wise as you, sir. We know if you look for anybody, you that God show you this thing, that you know the solution. Can you please be the prime minister that manage? Can you help us? That we beg them, can you help us? Do you know the wisdom it will take to protect tomatoes not to spoil for the next 7 years? I know you don't know. Do you know what it will take to ensure that mango lasts for 7 years? It's not about putting what's that next to put inside? What? Preservative. How long can a preservative last? But Joseph was able to preserve everything for 7 years. That wisdom is lost now. Because 7 years he was able to preserve perishable, non-perishable food, and all of them, nothing happened. By the wisdom of God. How was the old patriarchs of old able to crossbreed animals? How were they able to cause animals to be able to give birth to what they want? It's a wisdom, my friends. And it was evident that because of the wisdom upon the life of Joseph, they made him a prime minister. And he ruled for that long. My friends, that little wisdom of God upon you has the ability to put you upon the pedestal of greatness. It doesn't have to seem to be like it. Do you know that you can be among so many people and then look and say, this one is the wisest, can you be the one to lead them? Not because this one wise, this one, anything he says is okay. By wisdom, grace is rule. That wisdom of God upon your head can do more wonders than you can ever imagine. Yes, there are people who can see a 10-year-old child so wise. Somebody say children are finished. It's only ancestors they give birth to now. Children of nowadays, they are so wise. Wisdom. Solomon asked for wisdom. It was not a cliche. How did Samson was able to survive with the jabber of an axe to defeat an army? I believe he knew how to war with an army with the bow of an axe. Because for him to use the jabber of an axe to be able to fight that, there is something you know that we may not know. So in the days when God wants to be able to increase you, He supplies to you wisdom. As powerful as you can be, you may lack the wisdom to be able to repair your car you take it for repair. Then when we were in Abu Zaria, there was one professor of mechanical engineering. He got angry one day. What is all this thing? Am I not a professor? The man lose the entire of his car, like he lose everything. Lose the engine, lose everything. When he was done, after he drank Coca-Cola, he looked upon the thing, he said, blood of Jesus. The professor, losing is easy, fixing them back. He has to go and beckon upon roadside mechanic and say, please come and help me. When that boy comes without a textbook, wisdom. And he has to pay the guy. Wisdom can buy money. Let me say, wisdom God can give you that can help you purchase money. Another thing of greatness is value. Value. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 16. I know I have theologians among us, and if I don't quote some scriptures, not do us well. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 16. Value. Value. Your value is your usefulness. It's what determines your advantage. A man's gift make room for him and bring him before great men. A man's gift make room for him and bring him before God. Your value is upon the strength of the utilization of your gifts, your abilities, your potentials. Many of us have several abilities. We have several talents. In fact, they say a talent is what we call a talent. One talent is worth close to $500,000. It's a secret. One talent is not 1 naira. In the days of Bible days, what they call one talent is actually constitutes so many things. You see the point now? Your value is your usefulness. How valuable are you will determine your productivity. Many of you have giftings, have abilities. The other day, we have a lot of issues with the sound. We have to beckon upon a professional. Are you not enjoying the sound now? Do you know it takes a professional to do this? Why? The value of the professional is upon the strength of his understanding the mechanism of how to utilize his gift to understand where frequencies they interface. My brother, your value is an advantage. If you carry syringe now and give Apostle Paul and say you should inject me now, you know what I will do? I will say I will run away. I will say, sir, just lay hands. It's okay. Because for me to be healed, you don't need a syringe. You should lay hands. But I can submit myself to somebody that has a license, that is either a nurse or a doctor, because I know that the person has certain level of value, which, like I told you, value is upon the strength of what? Wisdom. Because by a wisdom, after so many years, they are giving a value. Now the value is what we refer to as the knowledge that has remained with them after they have gone through the process. Because through the wisdom, you cannot be able to produce something that is valuable. And part of that is to use that knowledge to be able to heal me. Man's gift, make room for him. The gift of a man. What do you have in your hand? When the Lord encountered Moses, the first thing he asked him is what? What do you have? You know, when God was done talking to Moses, he will deliver the people. You will Moses is wondering, you did not give me bulletproof car, you did not give me bazooka, you did not give me AK-49. How? He asked him, what do you have in your hand? It's just a stick. That was enough a value. Put it on the ground. It is the same way that the Lord can appear to ask you, what do you have in your hand? You say it's just clipper. That clipper can carry your drop. What do you have in your hands? It's only dream. I can only dream. It was the same dream that took Joseph. It was the same dream that took Daniel. What do you have? I can interpret it. What do you have? I can only pray. What do you have? I can only study. What do you have? I can only fast. What do you have? I can only sing. What do you have? I can only preach. That same thing that you have, sir, is enough value in God that can be able to bring you goodness. Don't believe me. But the problem